When we fought the Empire at the Great Bridge, it looked like they had a number of mercenary groups working for them. And yet, I didn't see any sign of Gerald's company among them.
It's not like that was the only battlefield, and there's no shortage of mercenary companies.
That's true. And you don't have any inkling of when the Empire is going to launch their attack on Deirdre?
No clue. They could strike tomorrow for all I know.
Then I imagine there's no time to waste in formulating a plan and fortifying the city's defenses.
Yep. If we lose the initiative, the battle's practically over.
If that's the case, then why are all of you just idling the days away?
The army can't act until Claude returns from those meetings. It's like no one can even sneeze around here without it turning into an endless debate. A king or emperor can make things happen with a wave of their hand. I guess it's not so simple when you're leading an alliance.
Ruling by consensus may work in peacetime, but it seems to have a distinct disadvantage during a war.
What an amazing social commentary we've walked into. Arietta, Yokai, welcome to stream.
Hey, Claude's calling for us. Sounds like the round table's finally over.
I love when more characters enter the frame in this game because the way they all walk in unison is like they all just spawned in at that moment. It's so funny.
We better get going. If we don't hurry, all the food will be gone.
Could you imagine if they tried to create like an actual character instead of whatever Raphael is supposed to be when they made the Three Houses cast?
It's not a banquet, you know. It's a war council. But yeah, we should move.
I'll be right there.
Let's start with introductions, shall we? Allow me to present the head of House Daphnel, the Honorable...
The name's Judith. I'm joining the War Council at the invitation of our Supreme Leader here.
Supreme Chancellor?
It is a pleasure to see you once more, Lady Judith. I am heartened to know that we will be fighting at your side.
You're Gloucester's kid, right? You've grown into quite a handsome boy over the last few years.
She's so good at lying.
I'm sure all the men here seem like little boys to someone like Judith.
Ah, Duke Goneril's daughter. You've grown quite lovely yourself. You'll be outshining me in no time.
She already is. Hilda, Hilda, Hilda.
Are you kidding? I've got a long way to go before I can compete with you.
She's so modest.
I don't really know what you two were talking about, but I think I'm ready for it to be over. Let's start the briefing.
I don't really know what you're talking about, but let's get to work here.
So, you want us to hamper the Imperial Army's advance in order to delay their arrival at Deirdre?
That's right. And we'll use every bit of time we gain to tighten up our defenses around the capital in preparation.
Then we have to avoid losing too many of our allies before the battle in Deirdre.
Exactly. Hold them off as best you can, but the second you're in any real danger, I want you to fall back.
It's easy enough to order retreat after retreat, but I don't see how that's supposed to win the day.
Give me more details.
Can you be more specific? How exactly are we going to slow down the Imperial Army?
We'll use our terrain advantage to impede their progress and keep them off balance. A small force should be more than enough to handle that. Ultimately, our goal is just to buy time until the defenses are ready. And if we can just stop them from taking Deirdre...
Claude, I have to ask, are you keeping some kind of incredible top-secret plan from us?
Sure, I may have something up my sleeve, but it won't amount to anything if we fail to protect Deirdre, I can promise you that.
Oh, he's trying to get the Almirans to come in? Like he normally does in Three Houses and whatnot? Lorenz is pretty handsome once he got rid of his bad haircut. Look at that dude's nose. His nose is like... It just looks ugly to me. Look at how, like, pronounced it is from, like, the middle of his eyes down to the tip of his nose. I don't like it.
But if we succeed, then this plan of yours will get us out of our predicament? If that's the case.
Yes. Then there is still hope.
You kids are all so young. Don't do anything rash and get yourselves killed, all right?
I love doing rash things and getting myself killed.
All right, let's reclaim all that time we wasted on the roundtable conferences. Watch each other's backs out there. I know we can do this.
It's gamer time. Ooh, baby. That's a lot of land. All right. Wow, are you actually forced with that lineup? You have to go through every territory? I'm pretty sure the chapters don't do that very often. You can now invite allies with whom you have attained support level C or higher on expeditions. How fun. Upon reaching support level C, you will be able to spend activity points. Why do they always use the Black Eagle characters as the example? I know, I wish I was playing Black Eagles. On expeditions, you can get to know your ally better through conversations and questions. You'll gain support points based on how well you do. If all goes well, you'll get a quiet moment to observe your ally before returning to base, respectfully, of course.
Got a minute?
Hey, you got a minute? I guess I do now.
That's a tricky one.
The plan is to hamper the Imperial Army's advance while tightening up our defenses. I know I came up with it, but I'm not sure we can manage it given our inferior numbers. I'm optimistic.
Are you sure?
We've got the home turf advantage at least. I think we can pull it off. Ha! I appreciate the optimism. I needed that small glimmer of hope.
One step at a time.
Well, the Imperial Army waits for no man. I'd better hurry and start giving out orders.
Anyway,
I had some new facilities built in prep for the coming battle. I bet you're just dying to check them out. Well, go on, don't be shy. They're sure to come in handy. New facilities, you say? How intriguing. Looking respectfully, exactly. We have a lot of talking to do.
Me.
Do you remember your old mercenary company used to frequent this part of the continent? Yeah. Of course, we always stayed in an inn that's just over there. Or wait, maybe it's over here?
How tiresome.
Clueless as ever, I see. Recognizing your shortcomings is the first step towards growth, you know. How's the audio doing, chat? Is it too quiet? Do I need to try and mess around with Streamlabs audio to make it not as quiet? Because I know Vincent's in chat earlier was saying that the cutscene voices were a little too quiet. A record consisting largely of the world outside of Fódlan. The author's identity is unknown. They clearly experienced this firsthand. Almyra, a great kingdom to the east of Fódlan. Its territory borders that of Leicester Alliance, with the precipitous mountain range known as Fódlan's Throat acting as the dividing line. Its people maintain a strong legacy of horsemanship and relish the thrill of battle words. How does it work? Voice is fine, but game seems quiet, but not bad. Audio's fine, audio's fine, audio's fine. This vast kingdom is rich in fertile prairies, deserts, and mountain ranges. Albanea, a continent to the northwest of Fódlan, its frigid climate is home to numerous rare and valuable species of flora and fauna. However, the human population there is extremely small due to the intense cold in the frozen earth, which is unsuitable for growing grains or other food crops. Morphus is the name of the metropolis of magic to the southeast of Fódlan, as well as the boundless desert that surrounds it. In the distant past, it was called the City of Illusion. Thanks to the intricate web of trading routes, rumor of its profound and mysterious magic continued to spread. Dagda, I think Dagda is where Shamir is from? A continent to the southwest of Fódlan. Due to its extreme distance from Fódlan, rumors of this relatively unknown world abound. Some claim it's a tropical rainforest, while others insist it's merely a giant frozen plateau. In truth, this vast continent stretches far into the north and south and supports a wide variety of terrain and climates. Dagda is what attacked Petra's island home, I believe, and is where Shamir is from. What chapter are you in? We just finished chapter 4, so we're in chapter 5, very early in the playthrough.
Need something? How's this?
I've heard that all of the key people from the church, the central church that is, are safe. They're currently taking refuge in the kingdom capital, but plan to move to Camelus and resume their work eventually. What's going to happen to the church? So the church is going to continue as usual with all their preaching and stuff? It won't be as much as before, but they'll do what they can. The kingdom's got plenty of devout believers. They'll do just fine. Oh, good for them. I've already got everything, like, maxed, right? I mean, I could turn up music and sound effect, but I think that's not really the issue. I could turn up the game just a little bit in Streamlabs at large and see how that does. I'm gonna turn the game up by 3 decibels in Streamlabs, chat. And then you guys let me know, specifically when we get into combat, if that's too loud. I'm gonna stream Sammy. How you doing?
Oh.
I'm gonna ignore Lorenz and pass
If
by.
I may.
Hold it right there. How dare you be so cold as to ignore me? I'm utterly powerless without the support of the illustrious House Gloucester. I know, but getting all down in the dumps won't help.
Let's see.
I'm sure things will change once we boot the Imperial Army out of Leicester.
Fascinating.
Yes, I suppose that is true. Very well, I shall fight with every ounce of strength coursing through my veins. Or at least I wish I could put on a brave face like that, but I cannot shake this gloom that plagues me. Get over it? Hey, it's Anna.
Greetings. Welcome.
Your hair is so much more pink in this game. Welcome to my shop. Or what's gonna be my shop if I ever open the darn thing. Anyway, hiya, I'm Anna, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If I find anything good out there, I'll add it to my stock, so keep checking back. Okay, good chat, good chat. Hello, item shopkeeper.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
Honestly, just give me all 5 of those, thank you. That'll work for now.
Hope to see you again soon.
Hello. Aw, battalions, let's go, chat. Welcome, I can recommend battalions to you. I'm certain having experienced troops on your side will be of great help.
Well, hello, you.
You can hire battalions from the Battalion Guild. Battalions can be assigned to units from the set equipment option in Convoy. Every battalion is most effective against a certain enemy weapon type. Facing off against that weapon type will trigger a battalion effect, which makes that battalion 1 tier stronger and decreases damage. Battalions have endurance, which lowers when the unit commanding the battalion takes damage. If endurance reaches 0, the battalion effects will disappear. Yes, resist axes, resist swords, resist lances. Very nice. I don't remember what the ideal was. Was it, I think the right call is to give resist axes to a unit that does good against lances, so you're even better against them? Or is it actually the better call to be like, oh, if you're weak to axes, give you the axe resistor? I don't remember.
Come back soon, all right?
I only played the Scarlet Blaze route. So did I. This is my second time playing through this game. I've only ever played the Black Eagles route. We collect any unneeded armaments and resources here. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Nothing can go to waste.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
I just read that. At the supply depot, you can exchange surplus weapons and resources for other resources, and also have resources collected automatically. As the story progresses, you'll be able to trade for materials used to expand facilities. Right, this is very useful later in, like that. You can exchange smithing stones in your inventory for resources and materials used to expand facilities. Also very useful to be able to do, especially the deeper we get into the game. Turn in extra equipment and resources to get smithing stones, yada yada. Just really good stuff. Very
Everything
useful.
has its use.
Hello, blacksmith. Hand over your weapons and I'll forge them good. Remember, the only thing standing between you and death is the weapon in your hand. At the blacksmith, you can enhance your weapons. You can use resources to forge new ones or repair a weapon to its original state.
Need something?
You can repair weapons to return them to their original state. When a weapon breaks, it might yada yada yada. Repaired weapons more easily acquired, powerful attributes, and have a higher forge limit. These weapons will also be fully forged once repaired. You can acquire broken weapons by defeating monsters. Yeah, here. Repair that. Boost consecutive hits level 2 and chain level 2 for an Iron Sword 6. Nice. You can spend gold to forge weapons, increasing their might and durability. How many times a weapon can be forged depends on the weapon, of course, of course. We could boost this bad boy up even more. Might be worth doing and putting on Sonya. Freykugel. I need Umbral Steel. Can't do anything with it yet.
See you around.
I have an award. Hello, Marianne. What is he shemming? If we can just hold out and defend Deirdre, I'm certain Claude has a plan he'll put into action. But what scheme could he have up his sleeve? He'll probably call reinforcements from Elmira.
Let's see.
Good question. Maybe Elmira reinforcements will appear and rout the Imperial Army. I honestly doubt that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Well, you know, I'll be laughing at you when I'm right and you're wrong. Bum, bum, bum. Hello. I don't know where I stand now that House Gloucester's fallen to the Empire. Can I even continue fighting? What's that got to do with anything? If you want to fight, just get out there and do it. But I'm just a nobody now. I'm not sure my soldiers will still follow me. Nah, get out there and fight, brother. Raphael's right, no need to overcomplicate things. Your soldiers clearly trust you, so I don't see any issue with you continuing on. If that's what you both think, then I'll try not to fret about it too much.
I can do this.
Worrying won't help me accomplish anything. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep going. That's the spirit. Plus, food tastes way better when you don't have worries weighing you down. Man, could you imagine if Raphael talked about anything other than food and his own muscles even once? Like, if he had even just, like, a puddle's worth of character depth? What was that? Grr. Grr. House Ardelia doesn't have a shred of goodwill towards Adrestia. I'm certain my father would fight alongside us if he could. But that would only make him a target for the Empire. I will comfort you.
Hey.
Your father is putting the needs of his people before himself. That's pretty noble of him. Yes, well, I certainly think he is a great man.
Take care of this.
I will simply have to fight twice as hard in his stead. The Empire will pay for what they've done. Could go on an expedition with Lysithea. Something to consider. What supports do I have? Yo, Sonia and Hilda! 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 I love Hilda. Who's over here? It's Hilda! The war is seriously the worst, dude. You know how we had to fight some of our old classmates at the Great Bridge of Murden? I wonder if we'll have to battle more people we know as this war drags on. Ah, war is seriously the worst. Why do we have to fight when we don't even hate each other? It do be that way sometimes, girl. It really do. We need to do at least one thing of training before we can start doing fighting stuff, because we might get training points back.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
It really can be. Can you not acquire a class? No, because you haven't mastered any of the early ones. Right. Class abilities. Spirited Seas, Axe Prowess, and Smash. Resistance +2, Faith and Heal. What do I want to try? I don't know what Backbone does. I can check. Reduces the unit's chance of getting knocked back by attacks. That's pretty useful. What do we want to try and master? Mercenary gets Vantage? HP is 50% or below. Perfect Guards restore a small amount of... yeah, whatever. Increases damage dealt to enemies when equipped with a sword. Very good. Increases damage dealt by Mercenary, yada yada, in proportion to speed. Yeah, okay. Fire Sweep sounds really fun. Bum, 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 bum. I think what we want to do is have you do Myrmidon to try and master it and then get the stuff beyond Myrmidon, because those could help out the Flugel class later on. How do I change my... how do you do this again? Change class. There it is. By changing classes often, you can experiment with different combinations of units' unique abilities and class actions. Classes marked with a blue arrow indicate a class bonus for that unit. Use a class bonus to receive additional class experience in battle and training. All right, you got to switch to Myrmidon. Unusable abilities were automatically swapped with optimal replacements. I would like to look at my abilities manually. Carpe Diem. Increases dex and speed by 5. That's amazing. Extends duration of a weed, yada yada. Increases the attack range of Azura and Flugel class actions. Yeah, we can't use that. That's fine, because we got to master these other things. I don't think there is a single person who dislikes Hilda. Hilda is great. Could you imagine if 3 houses let you recruit Hilda to Black Eagles? That's my dream. Can we get to a point where people have modded the Switch to a degree that someone can mod a version of 3 houses where the Black Eagles route has that final fight against the revived evil dude or whatever that you fight at the end of the Golden Deer route, because that would be a perfect ending, I feel like, for the Black Eagles route, which is abnormally short in that game, but then also let you recruit Hilda to your team. That's all, you know, that's all I need. And 3 houses Black Eagles route is perfect to me. Support info. You can recruit her in Blue Lions and Black Eagles if you don't side with Edelgard. Well, that when I say Black Eagles, I mean the Edelgard route. If I was talking about the Black Eagles but the Church, I would say the Church route. All right, come here.
Time to work you into shape.
Because if you do Black Eagles and you do church for any other reason other than to see the church route once, then you're a fool. The only reason to do Black Eagles is to side with Edelgard. She's the best. Hello, I would like to train. I would like to train. Put me here instead of Marianne. Actually, we have some points with Lysithea, but not Marianne, so put me with Marianne. Because I just want to master Myrmidon as fast as we can. Train!